What is going on, fellow collectors, fellow gym rats? Today, we will be reviewing Cyclops.
I kick it? Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
As you can see, a very beautiful figure. I am so excited for this. I've always wanted a Cyclops, and this is the Cyclops I want. I don't want the one from like the 97, that kind of costume. I want this costume. I never liked him with the hair out. I don't know why. I just like this like over cowl kind of look. It looks so freaking cool. So let's get a closer look at the box here. Him in all of his glory. Build-A-Figure. Marvel's Nemesis Wave. X-Men logo right there. Very nice. We go here. We have Cyclops with the bloody nose right there. Cyclops on the back. Then we have a read-up on Cyclops right there. A leader of the X-Men, Cyclops becomes a founder of a new team called the X-Factor after being reunited with Jean Grey. Alright, so this is an X-Factor suit, but still, I'm going to call it my Cyclops X-Men suit. I want both the Gambit, because I like that Gambit head sculpt, and I want the Nightcrawler right there. Very nice. Not into the Build-A-Figure at all. Probably not going to get them, but if I get enough of these figures, I might. There's an X on the top right there. Bottom, make sure you don't eat the parts. Choking hazard stuff, you know, all that good jazz. On the side, you get a nice little image here of Cyclops. There it is. Let's get this guy out of his packaging and get to the review. I wanted to point out, too, how cool the backdrop is on this. Very cool. You guys know the drill. Starting with accessories first. We'll start with the hands. We have a kind of like either he's pointing or he is using his visor kind of hand. So there's that. And then we have a open palm, more relaxed hand right here. Next, we have this Build-A-Figure piece. Unexpectedly, this is real rubber. Like, this is an actual rubber tube. Kind of made me want to get this Build-A-Figure more. I don't know why. We have his head sculpt here. His screaming face. Very nice. Very good detail on that. Their printing has just gotten so much better from when I first started collecting to now. It's unbelievable. We have this sick freaking blast piece right here. I know a lot of people were excited because of this. Very cool. And then we also have his regular beam kind of here. We'll go over all this later. I just want to go over accessories. I'll show you what all this does later in the video. But let's get to the figure. Here's Cyclops out of the packaging, and oh my gosh, is this going to be my favorite figure for a while. I mean, look at this thing. I'm going to get you a far view here. It is using the Vulcan body, or whatever his name is. I'm pretty sure it is Vulcan, but I could be tripping. He is using that same body mold. Just an outstanding figure. Look at this. Paint apps could be better. They did do the painting just kind of over the blue there. It is reuse, so they are going to do that a lot. So there is going to be chipping. As you can see, kind of back here, the paint gets lost, and it's too light, so it starts to like chip away. It's kind of aggravating, but it is what it is. I just really like the way this suit looks. The X going across the chest and also staying connected through the whole like body with the articulation is amazing. It does get disconnected in some parts, like when you articulate back his butterfly joints. It does kind of disconnect the X right there, as you can see, but not a big problem. It even continues through right there, so that's really cool. Got a blue mark right there, kind of aggravating. Of course, you're going to disconnect every time you articulate it, but that's just how it is. You can't avoid that, really. But still, really impressive. They pulled that off like that. Wow. Just, I don't know what else to really say about this figure. It's just amazing. It's an amazing figure. Let's go over the articulation real quick. So, just like the Vulcan bodies do, he can look up that far. Amazing for Cyclops. Look down that far. Also amazing. He has some head tilt. It's alright. His arm can go up past parallel. That's what I call it. Past 90 or whatever you want to call it. Arm 360. Butterfly joints. Go back that far. Go forward that far. Really good. Bicep cut. Double jointed arms. Hinged wrists. So he can go like that. Ab crunch. Go down that far. Feel focus. That far back. waist swivel. Legs can go out that far back, that far out. Thigh cut, double jointed knees. There it is. Boom. A boot cut. Toes can go up that far back, and there is a front facing rocker for ankle pivot. Overall, the articulation is now our basic articulation we're going to be getting with all Marvel Legends, but still amazing articulation. Just truly, truly outstanding. Let me switch out the heads. So we got his normal head right there, but let's get his angry head on here. Here he is with this angry head sculpt. Let's look over this blast effect real quick. So here's the blast effect. This plugs in. You see the grid on here. It does connect with the grid on there, so all you gotta do is line it up, and it should plug in like so. Yeah, there it is. Boom. Very, very cool. Oh my gosh. The reds do look a little off, but when you flip it over to this side, you don't really notice. He does plug in like this, so the rigid side goes down, smooth side goes up, and it should just plug into his eyes right here. Oh yeah. Look at that. That is amazing. Look at that. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. That might be how I pose him on the shelf, I'm not gonna lie. Let's take that back out. Switch out his hand for this one. Kind of like his visor hand. I'm not sure if actually they use the visor technique like that on him in these comics. But if they do, correct me if I'm wrong. I think they do sometimes. But boom, there he is. Posing like that with something. I'm going to switch back to his regular head real quick. There's that. Boom. Looking all nice and sleek. And then you got his relaxed hand. I would probably use that sometimes, but not all the time. So for our comparison, we have the same body, 6-inch scale Vision. There he is. I have him in a pose. He's on the shelf. Looks really nice up there. If you guys didn't see that review, go check out that review. Very nice figure overall. Here he is next to Christian Bale's Batman. Very nice. Good height comparison. These are all 7-inch and up, so he is about the appropriate 6-inch. Love this figure. He is on a separate shelf with all the rest of my Batman memorabilia. One day I will be doing a collection/room tour. Can't wait for that. Here he is next to Darth Vader from Black Series. Very good. They're around the same height, which is appropriate because I think Darth Vader is one of the taller Black Series figures. Most of them go actually below 6 inches, around more like 5.5, 5. So, appropriate height. Overall, I'm going to rate this figure a 9 out of 10. There is one thing I do not like is all the weird paint apps. It's just, I wish they'd layer it on there better. Get it on there clear. I have some chipping. But overall, amazing, amazing figure. Love this effect. Freaking awesome. And yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.